Hello VC, what's going on? It's me, Will, and yes, I'm finally back with another new video. Sorry I haven't been around very much lately, just life has been super busy in the last couple of months. But I have been buying a lot of records on vinyl and also on CD. So I'm going to be showing you those new pickups in this video and also in the next one, so I'm going to split them out a little bit. For this one I have only 5 records. Most of them are brand new releases. Only one is a reissue. All of them are on vinyl except the last one that I'm going to show you is going to be one CD. So yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. Let's start off with this one. The newest record from Mikey Erg. And this one's called Love at Leeds. And it came out just a few months ago in 2022 on Don Giovanni Records. Which, by the way, Don Giovanni is slowly becoming one of my favorite record labels for new music. Excellent label. And I pre-ordered this one. It came out on just on black vinyl to fit kind of like the classic rock theme on the artwork and the labels. And they were very clear in their postings in the website, everywhere in social media. They wanted people to know that this was recorded fully on analog. And they even put it here in the hype sticker. Everything is analog about this recording and about this pressing. And also produced by Steve Albini, a famous producer, of course, from Big Black. But yeah, they were very clear to say that it was recorded fully on analog, so this is definitely not mo-fi. But yeah, a great new record from Mikey Erg. In my opinion, he should already be considered punk rock royalty because of his past work in the early 2000s from the band The Ergs, and now with his solo projects. He has just been around for so long that he should be a punk legend by now, or at least in the near future. So definitely very inspired by bands like Green Day, bands from that era. So very catchy, very melodic type of pop punk. And I think he's one of the best ones right now to make that type of music. So definitely recommend it if you're into that style of pop punk, 90s style of pop punk. Again, Mikey Erg with Love at Leeds.
So you're on the surface, wishing me dead. How do I know? How do I know? Caroline told me so.
And speaking of punk rock, how about some classic punk? This one is the newest reissue from Jawbreaker. And this one's called 24-Hour Revenge Therapy. And it came out originally in 1994 on Black Ball Records. This is the newest reissue that came out on or through 1234 Go Records. They made a limited pressing on an exclusive color out of 500 copies, and I got copy number 397. One of my favorites, one of my favorite records from Jawbreaker. I actually didn't have any Jawbreaker records on vinyl in my collection until I got this one, which is very shocking because I have been a fan of Jawbreaker for a very long time. I have a couple of their albums on CD, but not on vinyl. Came in with a nice inner sleeve and the exclusive color vinyl on through 1234 Go Records. It's kind of interesting looking. It's definitely red, but I don't know if you can see it there, but it's kind of like split, translucent, see-through red, and kind of like a marbled color. I don't know if you can see it there. I actually don't know if it's intentional or not, but it definitely looks like that. Great classic album from Jawbreaker. I still think that I like Dear You, the record that came out after this one, a little bit better than this one. But in my opinion, this has one of the best opening tracks in an album ever. And perhaps one of my favorite bass lines in all of punk rock music. And it's the very opening track, The Boat Dreams from the Hill. A perfect song in my opinion. The album is full of awesome songs. This is Jawbreaker, close to at their peak, really. So definitely recommend it if you can check out Jawbreaker's 24-Hour Revenge Therapy. Also produced by Steve Albini from Big Black. Alright, up next, let's go back to the brand new releases. This is the newest record from Silversun Pickups. And this shiny new record is called Physical Thrills. And it came out just a few months ago in 2022 on New Machine Recordings. There's the back. This is a double LP album. All very shiny, very colorful. Even the vinyl, double LP, both of them look the same though. And they're on a very, very clear, kind of like a Coke bottle vinyl. Great looking record. And I gotta say, the Silversun Pickups for many years for me have been kind of like a very steady band. They have consistently been releasing very good records in the last almost 10 years already. And it's the kind of band that I usually go to. I always pick up their new releases, their new records, because I know that they're usually very good. I gotta say, this one, I'm struggling to get really into it. I found it a little bit boring, a little bit too long. And I have a problem with the track list. They also have one song that they included in the record 3 times. So it's the same song, but it's at different tempos. So you got Dream at tempo 50 on side B. You got Dream at tempo 310 on side C. And Dream at tempo 150 on side D. Was it really necessary to have 3 different or 3 versions of the same song in one album? I think they could have really cut down some of those kind of songs. Maybe just pick one and include the rest on a 7-inch or on an extra CD or a record, whatever. But I think that made maybe the record a little bit too long. I don't know. I'm really struggling to get into this one. But this record definitely has some really good songs in it. The songs that I really liked out of this ones were, I think it was Scared Together and Alone on a Hill, which I believe were the 2 singles that came out of the record. Those 2 songs are awesome. But the rest of the record, I think, is just okay. Definitely not my favorite Silversun Pickups record. All right, up next, this one was one of my most anticipated records of the year. I pre-ordered this one a while ago. This is the newest record from the Beths. And it's called Expert in a Dying Field. Love the title of that record. And it came out just a few weeks ago, actually, on Car Park Records. There's the back. Love the pictures here in the gatefold with Polaroids. I love it when bands include Polaroid pictures of themselves in the album artwork. Very colorful packaging. The record, of course, also very colorful too. Very bright or colorful green with the custom labels. And since I pre-ordered this one, it came in with a... Actually, I don't know if every copy of this album comes with this, but it came in with a huge poster. Well, not that big, I guess. Like a standard poster. And the lyrics. A cool sunflower there. The Beths, indie rock band from New Zealand. I got into them, I think, last year or the year before. When they released one of their last albums. I really enjoyed it. I didn't pick it up though, so I'm gonna try to find it. Yeah, this is their newest record. When they released the first single of this record, I was hooked. I thought that this sounds really different, sounds great. I had to pre-order it. And as they released more songs from the record, I got more excited every time because I kept just really liking those songs. And I gotta say, the first 3 or 4 songs in this record are nearly perfect. They are excellent, absolutely awesome indie rock songs. Very catchy, very melodic. The vocals are great. The guitars are awesome. There's a lot of different kind of changes in tempos. It goes a little bit faster. Sometimes it goes a little bit slower. But the overall vibe of the record is really good. It may be one of my favorite records of the year. Highly recommend it. If you know that kind of music that I like, kind of leaning in between punk rock and indie rock, maybe a little bit of alternative, I think you will enjoy the music from the Beths, especially this brand new record.
Feedback, making it worse, a million hertz, I can hear the ring again.
All right, then the last and final record I'm going to show you in this video, it's actually not a vinyl record, it's going to be on CD. This is The Smile with A Light for Attracting Attention. Came out earlier this year in 2022 on XL Recordings. And I was originally looking for this one on vinyl, but I was having a really tough time finding it under $40. For some reason, they are charging a lot of money for this record on vinyl. I get it, it's a double record. It's from the guys from Radiohead. It includes Tom York and Johnny Greenwood, I believe. But does it really need to be $40? I didn't think so. It's a great record, don't get me wrong, I really like it. It may be one of my favorites of the year as well. But I just don't see myself spending anywhere more than $40 for a record. It's just too expensive. If it's that high, I'm just gonna get it on CD. And I have no problems with the CD version. Still get a nice gatefold, and you get the booklet with all the artwork. And a CD. Yeah. Really good record. It's essentially a brand new Radiohead record. It sounds like Radiohead. It sounds very close to their last album, Moonshade Pool. So it has a very kind of a little bit of a gloomy type of vibe. In my opinion, sounds like it has a lot of very sad songs in it. But it has a few bangers in here as well. It has some songs that, in my opinion, could be considered almost punk. Like the main single from this album, You Will Never Work in Television Again. Listen to that track and tell me that's not a punk song. It sounds like a punk song. And I also enjoyed a couple of more tracks in here. Actually, I enjoyed the whole record, but my favorites were track 7, Thing, and one of the last ones, I think it was We Don't Know What Tomorrow Brings. Great track. And like I said, it sounds very close to Radiohead music. If you like Radiohead, you'll definitely enjoy The Smile. So it definitely has a lot of electronic sounds in it, lots of beeping like Radiohead likes to do. And of course, the great voice from Tom York is excellent in this record. So definitely check it out. Again, The Smile with A Light for Attracting Attention. Alright, VC, that's all I have for you for this video. I'm going to save some of my new pickups for my next video, so definitely stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.